Welcome to Inspiration Decision 37 for the love of pets. My name is Peter Blais. Welcome aboard. Love having you check my stuff out. We have a new sponsor. Let's go ahead and welcome Henrietta Hots, 4016 West Henrietta Road here in Rochester. Their website is henriettahots.com, 585-424-4687. They are open daily, 11 a.m. till midnight. These guys have great food. They took an existing franchise, an existing store, and moved it to a better spot, and they've reinvented it, and I really think this is going to do well. It's a mom and pop shop, and they have great help. The girls running the front are wonderful. There's always an owner on site, and I encourage you to check them out. Really good food. My favorite so far is a chicken finger sub with a little bit of barbecue sauce and some cheese. Brought one over to my father and he loved it. So, we are talking about animals today. I grew up in a menagerie, to put it bluntly. First dog I had was Poika, which is a German Shepherd. He died when I was very, very, very young. Very protective. Just a wonderful dog. I remember riding him. I think I rode him when I was a little kid. He was a great dog. Then we had Flicka, who was a miniature Schnauzer, Lhasa Apso mix. She is my girl. She is my dog. And she lived a long time. She really did well, and she aged out. I can't remember when she passed, but she had some neurological issues, but she is a wonderful, wonderful dog. Throughout my childhood, we had rats. I'll tell you a story about them. For a school project, I had 2 mice. We had Nutri and Mutt. And the idea was feed one garbage, feed one healthy, see how they turned out. Well, could tell by the names which one got the garbage, and he proceeded to eat the other one's head. And I became an endless teasing point from my brother Mike forever when I was younger. But it was a learning experience. And we had tarantulas, we had parrots, we had ferrets, we had fish, so many fish. And it was neat. We learned to love our animals very quickly in this house. Whether they're creepy, crawly, squawky, flying, or otherwise. Then, eventually, when I moved out with my now wife, at that point, we got Isabella, our first King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. And what a beautiful girl. We got introduced to the breed from a office mate of hers, who then introduced us to her neighbor, who was a home breeder. And unfortunately, we learned about mitral valve disease and how it affects this particular breed. We went on to get her half-sister, who was Abby. Now, Izzy was called a black and tan. For obvious reasons, her colors were black and tan. And then we had Abby, who was a ruby, who's a bright red, like an Irish setter, but I would say brighter color. Awesome girl. She passed, while she had mitral valve disease, she passed from cancer. And then we had Gypsy Rose. Gypsy was a Blenheim Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. She came from the state of Washington through our dear friends Anita, Chris, and Sarah Barr. They had her, and she needed a quieter home. She was an older girl, senior girl, and she needed a quieter home, quieter space, because there are puppies all over Anita's house. She breeds, and she just you look at pictures of them, and they're covered with dogs at any given time. That was just too much for Gypsy. Gypsy came here, and we had a wonderful number of years with her. She took her a while to trust me. We think she was abused in her previous life before she came into rescue with Anita and Chris. And eventually she passed from cancer. And then when we had Gypsy, we got told they had another puppy available, and her name was Calla Lily, who we have now. And Callie is a wild child. She loves us to no end. She is the most affectionate Cavalier or really dog that I've ever seen. Um, she's a lot of fun. Great, great girl. You know, pets influence our lives so much. You know, when you have a bad day at work, you come home, especially this one will gang tackle you and just kiss you endlessly and remind you that, when you come home, it's okay to let it go. She's here for us, and she tells us every day. Now, Callie is ill. She has been fighting pancreatitis, but we're working through the process to identify the reasoning and try to get beyond it. And it's a challenge, but we're doing okay. Pet insurance helps a lot. Trupanion, if you're interested, message me. I'll get you a link. Wonderful people. Really, really good place to work with. How pets influence your life? I'd like to hear in the comments. What kind of animals have you had? What kind of impact do you think they've had on your life? Where would you be without them? Be a lot lonelier around here, just the two of us without this troublemaker. She's such a good girl. My wife, for her birthday the other day, got a balloon and a small cake from her sister. The balloon had to be moved into the office area because she was so threatened by the big bad balloon and had to tell us so. So I'll put the video of that up in the comments for you guys to see. It's hilarious. But I'm interested to hear more about your experience with pets or animals. Do you live in a farm? Do you raise farm animals? What's your experience? Tell us about your dogs. Tell us about your cats. Now, I'm not a cat person. I'm horribly allergic. But, I've seen cats are beautiful. While they can be a big pain in the ass, they are as much cherished a member of the family as dogs or the person that you're sitting next to. And rats, spiders, fish, hamsters. Oh yeah, we had a bunch of those too. We had gerbils and hamsters at our house too. And it's we love our girls. And the breed of the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel is unfortunately somewhat doomed due to the mitral valve disease. But while you have them with you, the love they give you is just something else. And what have you done? I have a question for you. Have you thanked anyone today for doing something? Have you seen a veteran and thanked him for his service? Have you talked to a teacher and thanked them for taking their time to dedicate their lives to educating our kids? Policemen, firemen, thank you for your service. I want to inspire you, and I want to inspire you to go out and, now that we're coming out of lockdown and things are easing up, thank someone for what they do, because it matters. I gave a speech to a fire department a while back before COVID, and in it, I told them, I said, what you do matters. You matter. And our vet matters to us greatly, and she matters to the animals that she helps. So tell someone they matter today. Make someone's day just a little bit brighter. And it's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you in spades. My name is Peter Boulay. Thank you very much for tuning in to Inspiration Decision 37 for the love of pets. And check out Henrietta Hotz. Thank you very much.